So all this month, we are taking your health to heart, and we are here with nutritionist Deborah Enos, and we're talking all about heart-healthy foods and what you can do to really set yourself up for success this month.
Right.
Hi, Deborah.
Good morning. How are you?
So, okay, what do we need to know here? I mean, we hear about all these good-for-you fats and good-for-you foods. So what did you bring?
Okay, so first of all, I brought some really great fatty fish. And can you believe back in the 80s, we would tell people, don't eat fatty fish. It's really bad for you. So research has changed. Research has changed a lot. What I love about salmon is the fat content. And if you look at the American Heart Association guidelines, they're recommending a good fatty fish. Salmon's a good example. Burundi, albacore tuna, all of these things are really good fatty fish at least twice a week because of the omega-3 fatty acids and the impact on the heart.
Okay, but you have to be a little careful with tuna. Don't go too crazy.
You do need to be careful with tuna.
Right?
That's very true. So I would say salmon is probably my favorite. And the other key thing is that one of the things I love about this one is Marine Stewardship Council. When you see that blue logo, that means it's a global nonprofit that is really trying to protect our oceans.
Okay.
And especially overfishing, it protects small fishing communities. And so when you see that blue label, and you can even find it on fish oil, in fact. And what that means is that it's not only good for you, it's also good for the planet. So I like that aspect because you don't want to eat fish that's being overfished.
And why are fatty fish, why is that now good for our heart?
Well, it's super interesting. Back in the day, we used to say, if you eat too much fat, you're going to get fat. That is not the case. So omega-3 fatty acids are just so helpful for the heart. It's helpful for the brain, but it really does help to lower inflammation, which is the key point with heart disease and battling heart disease and preventing it.
I know, Deb, that you lost your father to heart disease. So this is kind of a passion project for you to figure
it is
out.
a passion project for me because I saw the suffering, and there's so many people who are you know, suffering right now, and it's really something that's near and dear to my heart. So it's easy to teach people. You just have to include plant-based and more salmon in your diet, and you can really knock down your risk.
Yeah, okay, so we're talking about some of that plant-based stuff.
Okay.
Avocados. So this is like heart gold.
Honestly,
right here, right?
And again, back in the 90s, we told people, don't eat too many avocados because of the fat content. Well, eat as much avocado as you possibly can. Again, this is great sources of fat. This is my actually to-go. I keep this in my car. It's pine nuts with a little bit of chopped dried cherries. And so it just makes it kind of a sweet little fun treat. Again, really great protein source, and it's a fantastic polyunsaturated fat. So again, really super heart healthy.
And you can throw that on salads too.
Oh my gosh, throw it on salads, especially if you are having, if you're vegan or vegetarian and you're looking for a great protein source, pine nuts are really fantastic.
And avocado, this is a good option for mayonnaise, like any kind of alternative that you need.
And these also have good fiber in it too, which people don't realize that this actually is a fruit with good fiber.
Oh, yum. Yes. Okay, this I've been eyeballing.
Oh my gosh, and the smell. Okay, so I'm a big fan of beans, and I love this bean salad. It's actually a knockoff of the PCC Perfect Protein Salad. Okay. What I love about it is the dill, and it's got garbanzo beans. I'm using these S&W garbanzo beans is probably my favorite, and I'm fine with using canned beans. I mean, some people want to make them from scratch, but I am absolutely fine with using canned beans. This is my favorite. And so what this has is I use Vegenaise, so it's actually a non-dairy, vegan, protein-based salad, super high in fiber, super high in protein, probably the least expensive protein on the planet, beans and lentils. And what I also like about it is beans are recommended about 3 times a week, about half a cup is a serving. So this has soluble fiber. What soluble fiber does when it comes to heart health is soluble fiber helps to knock down your cholesterol levels. It'll actually gather it up and help it to exit your body. But it also has insoluble, which I think is so interesting because what it does is it keeps your body from absorbing a lot of carbohydrates like sugar. So if you're diabetic, which is a huge risk factor for heart disease, having more beans will help to manage your blood sugar levels.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so during this whole Heart Month, we've learned a lot about diet and exercise. These are some really good things to have in your pantry and to have in your arsenal for your heart because these are easy things to do, Deb.
So easy.
We'll have all the recipes and everything else that you need to know at q13fox.com/healthyliving. Thank you, Deb.
All right, 10:27 is now your time, and a local city is getting some resistance